Good evening. I call this meeting to order at 5 p.m. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
There's nothing playing.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
AI. Sneaking in. All right, roll call. All directors are present. Moving on to approval of the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda?
There isn't.
All right, may I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The agenda is approved. We will move on to public comment. Are there any members of the public in person that would like to make a public comment? No?
I think she's waiting for the public hearing, or for the,
Got it. Thank you very much. All right, so then we will move on to community reports, and we have Sheriff.
Hello, Sergeant Dick Shea with the 70 County Sheriff's Department. For the month of June, in the Phelan area alone, deputies responding to a total of 851 calls for service. 732 of those were dispatched from dispatch. 119 of those were self-generated by the deputies, with a total of 62 reports taken for the month. Number one call for service was information calls. Second call was wireless 911 with traffic stops following shortly behind that, welfare checks, and follow-up investigations. For the Piñon Hills area, we responded to a total of 365 calls for service. 319 of those were from dispatch. 46 of those were from the deputies, with a total of 28 reports taken for the month. Again, with the number one call for service would have been information calls, followed by follow-up investigations, excuse me, wireless 911, welfare checks, and miscellaneous incidents. For the report, that's all I have. Any questions on any of the calls?
No? No questions?
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Good night.
We appreciate it. All right, moving on to consent items. Does anyone have any items they would like to pull? All right, if not,
I'll move the consent items.
I'll second.
all right. All in favor of the motion to approve consent items, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Motion passes. No matters removed and no presentations. So we will move on to item 6A, informational review of delinquent charges tax roll report and revised public hearing schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just
Okay to
checking on
keep
here.
going or hold on?
Yeah, just give us a second.
No worries.
This is where the Jeopardy music comes in.
Oh, man, I stuck the wrong thing, dang it. There we go. I'm gonna make it where it doesn't do that on me again.
Recording in progress.
No worries. Okay.
We
All
begin.
right. Before proceeding with this item, I would like to clarify the status of the public hearing that was originally scheduled for tonight. The statutory newspaper publications required for the public hearing did not occur as expected. District staff timely submitted the notice for publication and followed up regarding the publication schedule. However, the newspaper did not publish the notice. This occurred through no fault of district staff. Because the required newspaper publications did not occur, the public hearing cannot be held tonight. The district has rescheduled the public hearing for July 29th, 2026 at 5 p.m. The revised public hearing notice is being published on July 15th and July 22nd, 2026, and the revised hearing date and notice have been posted on the district's website. Although tonight's meeting is not the public hearing, the board may receive staff's presentation and report, review the draft resolution for informational purposes only, and invite public comment regarding this matter. No action will be taken tonight on the draft resolution adopting the delinquent charges. May we have the staff report, please?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. Government Code Section 61115 authorizes the district to collect delinquent charges and penalties on a tax roll in the same manner as property tax. As part of that process, the general manager prepares and files with the board of directors a report identifying each affected parcel and the amount of charges and delinquencies associated with the parcel. The public hearing on this matter was originally scheduled for tonight. As the board president explained, the required newspaper publication did not occur, and district legal counsel advised that the public hearing should not be held tonight. Public hearing has therefore been rescheduled for July 29th, 2026. At the July 29th meeting, the board will conduct public hearing, hear and consider any objections or protests to the report, and consider the report and accompanying resolution for adoption. Tonight, staff is presenting the delinquent charges report and a draft resolution for informational purposes only. The board may ask questions, receive staff's report, and hearing public comments regarding the matter. No action on this draft resolution is requested tonight.
Thank you. I will now invite board questions for staff. Does anyone have any questions?
I don't have any questions, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I will now invite public comment regarding this item. Although tonight's meeting is not the public hearing, the board now invites members of the public to provide comment regarding the delinquent charges report and the proposed collection of delinquent charges on the tax roll. The formal public meeting on this matter will be held on July 29th at 5. Any comments received tonight will be retained as part of the district's record for this matter and will be provided to the board for consideration in connection with the July 29th public hearing. At this time, we will take public comment.
Thanks. My name is Megan Walzak. I own the property in question. I'm just struggling right now. I've had a lot of family things going on with my husband being absent and school. For me, I've been studying to be a registered nurse, and so I'm just having a lot of things on my plate, my kids, and no help from my husband. So things have been kind of rough, but that's where I'm at. So I'm working on it. Get some help from family and anywhere I can to straighten this out financially. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, seeing no further comments, I will ask staff whether there are any responses or clarifications for the record.
Yeah, staff has no additional response or clarification at the record.
Thank you.
We will note the comment.
Thank you. All right. All right, as a reminder, no action is being taken tonight on the draft resolution or the delinquent charges report. The public hearing and consideration of the resolution are scheduled for July 29th. At this time, I will entertain a motion to receive staff's report regarding the delinquent charges and revised public hearing schedule.
I'll make a motion, staff to receive the report.
I'll second that.
All right, thank you. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. All right, so are we going over 6A now or 6A next week?
So that was 6A.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to confirm, because a little out of the ordinary, so. All right, so we will move on to item 6B, discussion and possible action regarding well 18 change order, spinner survey, and depth-specific water quality sampling. Mr. Cardenas?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. We have Chris Cummins here that will present on this item. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, in April of 2025, the board approved modifications to the district's 10-year CIP schedule to construct 2 new groundwater wells as part of the district's Chromium 6 mitigation project. This action was taken in response to the California State Water Resource Control Board adoption of the new contaminant level of 10 parts per billion for chromium-6. On May 28, 2025, the board approved a contract with Best Drilling and Pump to drill well 18, located on Beakley Road, north of Highway 18. Best Drilling began drilling on January 20th, 2026. Development and test pumping of well 18 began on April 30th, 2026. Due to several mechanical issues encountered during testing, development and test pumping was delayed but completed on July 8th, 2026. On July 7th, a constant rate pumping test began at a rate of 1,030 gallons per minute and continued for approximately 26 hours. Prior to completion of the constant rate pump test, a spinner survey and depth-specific water quality sampling was performed. The spinner survey is conducted by lowering a flow meter through the well casing while the well is being pumped. As the tool passes through the screened intervals, it measures the vertical flow of water entering the well from different water-bearing zones. This information identifies which aquifer intervals are contributing groundwater to the well and relative percent of flow from each producing zone. Following the spinner survey, groundwater samples were collected from 5 specific depths within the well. These samples are being analyzed for chromium-6 and arsenic. The results will provide valuable information for evaluating water quality by depth by determining whether specific aquifer zones have elevated contaminant levels. Best Drilling and Pump submitted a change order number 10 in the amount of $9,743.26 for the completion of the spinner survey and depth-specific water quality sampling. Staff have reviewed the change order and determined the work was necessary to support the final well evaluation. This item was not included in the request for the bids. Staff recommends the board ratify and approve well 18 change order number 10 to Best Drilling and Pump in the amount of $9,743.26 and authorize payment.
Thank you very much. Questions? No? Okay. Someone like to motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion for the change order for spinner survey and depth-specific water quality sampling.
And I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. All right. Item number 7, committee reports. Engineering?
Oh, wait,
Oh, did I miss one?
yeah,
I did?
just one more.
Updates.
What?
Project
District
update.
updates.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Hey, this is
Go ahead. Item C, update on district projects.
great. Well, thank you, Ms.
Just-
President. Chris, I don't know if you want to continue on with the report on well 16 and 18, if you want to add to that.
I just have a little bit on well 18. So far, well 16, there's no changes or updates. Development and test pumping concluded on July 8th. The constant rate pump test, when we started the pump, we started at 1,030 gallons per minute. We ran for just under 26 hours. And when we turned the pump off, it was still at 1,017 gallons per minute. Our total drawdown over that 26 hours was 151 feet of drawdown. Best Drilling and Pump ran a video log on Monday to view the casing after the pump was pulled. The casing showed no signs of damage from the test pump when the test pump fell into the hole in early May. There was a piece of suction pipe that did break off in early May when the pump fell, and that is still at the bottom of the hole, and they're going to be working on recovering that piece of pipe. Any questions?
Yeah, I did a couple quick questions. You said the drawdown's right around 150 feet. How was that after recovery time, or was that just after shutting down from pumping at that rate?
That was the total drawdown. That's what the drawdown was
Okay.
at the 1,017 gallons per minute after the 26 hours.
Okay,
So it was a continuous drawdown, or just slowly every 30 minutes they were
Okay,
checking,
okay,
but it was very minimal.
yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, with that, I'll jump on to a couple of projects that are going on. I'll start with the Civic Center. Over the last, I'd say 2 to 3 weeks, we've seen minimal activity, and lately it's been because of the material delivery. Now, activity has kind of, worked itself up, so you're going to see it busy here pretty soon. The gas line was installed and prepped for interior. Phase 2 grading was mobilized on Monday. They began grubbing and the Joshua tree removal. Work on the retention basin on and off sites, and that's considered the Phase 2 of Cooley's project's scope of work. The majority of the work is within the fence line that's currently set out there for the Civic Center. Off-site will begin July 27th, and they'll begin with traffic control. It's pretty much signage on both the north and south end of the project. And completion for Sheep Creek Road improvements is September 21st. So the impact on traffic is going to be minimal. Currently, what you see now is the traffic flow when we get into the improvements on Napa, and at the Civic Center, it's going to be off-site from the traffic flow. County requested retests for R-value sampling, and that includes 2 soil bores. The last one was submitted back in 2013. Not much has changed, but that kind of delayed us in getting started on the project on the off-sites. Roof curbing, that's pending delivery. For the roof penetrations, pretty much is the installations of the units and anything that kind of draws into the building. So we're waiting on that. Storefront installed. You've probably seen that. Not installed were the glazing. That has been delivered. Installation is set for Monday. Once they get those glazings, the glass onto the storefront, they'll seal the doors, and those are the standard doors, like to the fire service and the generator room, to then begin work on the interior. That work is set to, interior work is set to begin real soon, but August 17th is the inspection date for all the MEPs. That means all the ducting, plumbing, all the specific internals of the building. And then they'll seal the internal walls on the 18th. The FF&E, Steno has finalized the revisions of the furnishings. The RFP is set to be advertised the week of August 3rd. Electrical panel and transformer delivery is still set for mid-August. Again, the work is going to be done over the weekend. The question was whether we were going to need generators. What we didn't think of until the last couple of weeks is that we have servers that will need to run for our GIS servers, our admin servers, our Tyler servers. So there will be a generator required for that install over that weekend. Completion date, we got 292 days left. That takes us into the full project schedule. The contractor Spec Construction has it scheduled for completion in December. They had 2 months in delays. They think they can make that up to still stay on track for the end of December, early January. Just to kind of follow up on payments for the contractor, we're about 29% paid to date at $3.5 million, remaining $8.4 million. Change orders remaining as far as the contingency, well, excluding the contingency, the amount remaining on the 10% contingency is 44.8%. That includes the transformer and the switchgear. Now, pending adjustments, we have 4 that are coming here soon for a total of about $34,000. And those are like the finishes and things that are going on currently, like the light standards that were requested to be adjusted for county request. I think I covered quite a bit there for the next couple of weeks, but if there are any questions on the Civic Center,
Nope.
I can jump on to the Phelan Park enhancement. The greenhouse, it's been a topic of discussion, but we are still waiting for county approval. We had a second submittal with comments on 88 path, which was resubmitted. I don't know why that was requested for approval on the footing and structure for the greenhouse, but it was resubmitted and we're waiting for the approval on that. Again, with that construction or installation of the greenhouse, then we'll follow up with the fence. And they've already begun addressing the punch list, some of the things that we've seen that needed to be corrected. We did have a site visit yesterday with the per capita grant Land and Water Department of Parks and Rec, Project Officer Christina James, and Jen can attest, it's been a pleasure working with Land and Water. We can't say how much support they have been. Walked the project, very pleased, happy to see. They love, well, like I said, she loves the landscape. She has a background in landscape architecture, so she keen on that. We did share with her that there were cactuses that were part of the plan that were removed, so it was kind of fun talking about landscape. I have nothing more to add on the park enhancement, but we exceeded our date of completion on, I believe it was July 16th. So we're having conversations with the contractor currently, so should have been done, but we'll get there probably real soon. So, any questions on the enhancement? No. The Phelan Park expansion, that's on the 14-acre project. We did have discussion with the park architect to schedule our first park amenities workshop in August. School will commence and that everybody be back from their summer vacations, that we can then engage with the public on first of a few workshops. And again, with the results from those workshops, we'll begin on the phase design of the project. And nothing more to add.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, now I can do item 7. Engineering.
We meet tomorrow.
Finance. We met yesterday. Just went over the standard, quarterly reports. Nothing exciting. Legislative.
We haven't met again, but we will be probably meeting to go over new possibilities of companies to work with.
Okay. Park and Rec.
I have nothing to report.
And Waste and Recycle.
Same thing.
Perfect. All right, number 8, Staff and General Managers Report. Anything to add?
I have none.
Okay,
No, I don't have anything else.
thank you. And 9, Directors' Reports. Director Schneider?
I have nothing to report.
All right, Director Phillips?
I attended the Association of San Bernardino Community Services Districts meeting on Monday, and it was over GIS and how it can do more than just help us with keeping where our pipes are. It can also help us with alerts to customers and determining where roadblocks could be, and determining how few customers can be down during a repair, and all these new tools that are coming online to make GIS that much easier to work with beyond just the engineer's part, but also the office staff helping with sending out notices of change. That's it.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing the scholarship winner information from that. I was sad that I missed it.
You're welcome. I figured you'd like that.
Thank you. Vice President Mills?
I have nothing to report.
Director Hayes?
Nothing to report
All
also.
right, and I have nothing to report myself, so we'll move on to item 10, correspondence and information.
Yes, unfortunately, the correspondence didn't make it into the packet, but it was just our bill inserts that went out to the customers.
Thank you. All right, item 11, review of action items. Prior meeting action items?
There are none, but I would like to note that an old meeting action item was to provide a presentation regarding the GIS and hydraulic model. Sorry, and I just wanted to note that that will be on the next board meeting.
Yeah, if I can just add, we've been stalling on the hydraulic model that was requested from Director Hayes. We're through the tail end of our model. They've been working with Chris here closely on well 18. And unfortunately, we hadn't been able to kind of bring something that was of substance to the board for a presentation. But we had just returned from the Esri GIS conference this past week. And we thought it was a great opportunity, and you brought it up, Director Phillips, about the GIS. So our plan is to, at the next meeting, is to present on the enterprise GIS benefiting small districts and how Phelan Piñon Hills is leveraging the GIS. A lot of what was shared at the conference is a lot that we had already planned on, but the amazing part is how AI has evolved in the GIS and what and how that's going to work. I mean, it's mind-blowing, but I mean, it was there, but I didn't think it would be here that quick. So that's on the agenda for August 12th. And hopefully then a hydraulic model presentation should follow after.
Okay, thank you. And current meeting action items?
I have noted none.
All right, and then we will set agenda for next meeting, August 12th. Does anyone have anything they would like to add to that?
Yeah, just a brief overview tonight. We talked about the delinquency going on the tax roll. Maybe just a brief explanation of how they get there on the tax roll, and then what are their options to set up a payment plan or do different things so they don't go on that roll. Just a brief summary.
I like that idea. Explain how it works and what it does and what it doesn't do.
Okay, thank you. Anything over here? No?
Would we need that on next week's meeting rather than 2 weeks?
Ooh, yeah.
So that is kind of a problem because it is a special meeting and it's just supposed to be, but I'll defer to Wes if.
Could we add a little bit of information about it?
I don't know if you heard us. Wes, oh, go ahead.
Hi, Al. Good evening. So the question being whether or not for next week's special meeting public hearing that the director's request could be addressed. Is that, Jen, is that the question you have?
Yes.
For me? Yeah. So yes, we can address that. So I'm happy to, after this meeting, confer with Jen and other staff and be able to provide some background information. I think we can have a staff report that addresses those topics.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so with no further business before the board, we will adjourn at 5:29 p.m. Thank you.